Hello, beautiful people. It is an exciting day because today what we have here is a package from Laura Lee, Los Angeles, you know, my fave girl. And it's her mystery makeup bag. She had 3 different tiers. Tier A, $75. Tier B was $60. And then tier C was $50, somewhere around that. I got tier A. So I got the $75 one. I don't know where my phone is. 1 second. I got my phone. And by the way, filming outside today because it's so beautiful. And I did not have any intentions to film this here today, but it popped up on my front porch and here we are. And I just could not wait. So my plan is to do the unboxing now, and then another day I'm just going to go ahead and use whatever's in here to do like a tutorial with. I don't know what's in here though, so we'll see. So bags, there's the 3 tiers. I'm looking for the description. Okay, so in bag A, which is the bag that I got, you got, well, it's $208 worth of makeup products and accessories for the $75. You got 1 new beauty tool, 1 new beauty accessory, a new makeup bag, 1 mini palette, 3 full-size palettes, 2 lip products, 3 beauty tools, and 6 more cosmetic items. And in bag B, it's $152 worth of makeup for $60. You got a new beauty tool, a new beauty accessory, makeup bag, 1 lip product, 3 full-size palettes, 2 beauty tools, 6 more cosmetic items. And then the last box, which was, or bag, mystery bag C, you received $141 worth of makeup products for $50 with 1 new beauty tool, 1 new beauty accessory, 1 new makeup bag, 1 lip product, 3 full-size palettes, and 2 beauty tools. So I got the $75, the bag A, $75 one, with the $208 worth of makeup products. Let's open her up. All right, here we go, guys. So there's the box, opened up. I'm really excited for this because I have been holding out, looking at her stories and other people opening up their boxes since mine took a little bit to get to me. So I've been holding out to not see what's in them because I wanted to be surprised. So, ooh, I knew it's a sponge. So the new beauty tool that she is releasing, I believe in a couple of weeks. Does it say on here? It doesn't say here, but it's a new sponge. So we'll get to that. Once I get to the sponge, we'll open it up. We'll go ahead and dive more into that. Here is the makeup bag. Super, I love the feel of it. It's like kind of velvety, but not, and it's sparkly. I don't know if you can tell on the camera. There goes Archer. He's gonna go chase after a squirrel. So you might see my dog. I don't know. You might see him in the background, but anyways, it's so funny. So let's open up the makeup bag because I have a feeling we got palettes in here. Ooh. All right, so we got, wow. Okay, so we got some pressed eyeshadow singles. I have Cobalt Cat, Glam Gal. This one is Silver Clouds. This one is Gimmick. Then we got Drunk Flamingo. And this is pretty. Night Sky. Looks like a black with kind of gold reflex in it. I'm so excited for this. All right, and then what is this? We're gonna undo the tissue paper. If you guys have been watching and following along my videos that I've posted so far, you know I am a huge Laura Lee Los Angeles fan. So when she posted this mystery makeup bag, I just had to. I got Boss Babe. So it's the mini palette, I think. What I say, 1 mini palette, I believe is what I got. I'm really excited for what I see next, but I want to open up this real quick. Mini palette here, I'll open it on up. That's so pretty. So those are the shades on the inside. That's the mini palette that I received. Love that, so pretty. I am very excited for this because this is something I have actually wanted. So you got both. Wow. You got, this is the, by the way, this is the glazed and bronzed highlighter palettes. She calls it the lit kit. So glazed is your light to medium, or yeah, light to medium palette. This is glazed, so pretty. Can't wait to use these. I have been wanting these for a long time. And then the medium to deep palette is this one. All right, and then I got a nudie patootie. Nudie patootie, I think I'll probably give this to my mom and sister because I already own the nudie patootie palette. So I think I'll give this to them. More brushes. I love her brushes too. So awesome. So we got the L20. It's like an eyeliner brush. I don't know if it's focusing on it or not. Eyeliner brush. Fine detailed work. And then we got the L16. Just this one. And I got the L13, which I like to use this one for bronzer. So that's what was in the makeup bag itself. I'll show you guys the inside of the bag. Here's the inside of the bag. It's lined, so it'd be easy to clean. And then you have a zipper on the top, so really cute bag. Like that a lot. And then I knew this was coming in it because she did say that every bag was gonna get this mirror. So you got two sides. You got the magnified side and the regular side. It's a really nice mirror actually. Okay, and here is the sponge. Ooh, I'm excited for this. Let's open her up. Ooh, this feels like, wow, I don't even know. Let me read you the description of the card that came in here. So the beauty sponge. The Lara Lee Beauty Sponge is a double-sided, multi-purpose sponge that allows you to set, contour, and blend all in one. It works great with powders, liquids, and creams. Your makeup will be left with a flawless, streak-free finish. So directions say to wet sponge to expand, apply products in light tapping motion. So just like you would for any sponge, but it has this flat surface. Goes to a point, so that'll be really good for like under the eyes and also like chiseling out the contour. And then you have a little bit more of a rounded edge here. So the pointed tip for precise application, flat surface for baking. And that's a sponge. And it feels really soft. This is a super soft sponge. Ooh. Dense, it's like dense, soft, but really nice. Oh my gosh, I am excited to use this. We got a couple more things here, guys. We got a couple more things. Okay, so this is what I can put the single shadows in. Cool, I'm really happy actually she included that in here. That's awesome. So I'll put the single shadows in that. And then I also, to finish it off, I got two liquid lipsticks, which again is something else I've been wanting to try from her. Ooh, this is, what is this one? The Coral Pop. Ooh, I love this shade too. That's so pretty. Coral Pop. And the other one I received, Show Off, which is also super pretty. So let me go ahead, I can swatch these. Coral Pop is the bottom. And then what it Show Off is the top there. Those are the shades. Let's swatch some more. So let's swatch some Boss Babe here. I'm not gonna swatch everything. I just kind of wanna, whichever ones kind of stick out to me the most, like Hustler, super soft, creamy shimmer, like a nice, like really gold shimmer. And then let's do CEO, which is the other shimmer that sticks out. So we have Hustler is the gold, that gold shade. CEO is the one on the bottom, more of like a rosy, like a gold rosy pink champagne shade. So pretty. And then I'm really intrigued by these pressed shadows here that I got. The Cobalt Cat. Definitely want to see what that's about. Oh, what? Wow. There it is, guys. Cobalt Cat. Wow, super pretty. This one is the Night Sky. It's that black one with the gold reflex in it. Night Sky. I don't know if you can really get a good look at that. Can we see? I don't know if you guys can see like the gold reflex or not, but it's black, like a matte black with that gold reflex in it. Super pretty. Let's swatch some of these shades here. Here's the Glaze Palette again. And I think I want to swatch diamonds. We got diamonds, and then we'll swatch Glow Gal. Diamonds and Glow Gal. Those are two of the highlighters from the Glazed palette. Let's swatch the couple from the bronze too. Yacht Club and On the Glow. Yacht Club, On the Glow. And those are from the medium to deep bronze palette. I'm very excited to try all of this stuff. I don't have time to do that right now. I just wanted to do the unboxing because it just arrived. I've been waiting for it to arrive. And when I saw it, I was like, I have to do the unboxing right now because I cannot wait to see what was in it. I wanted to know. I'm happy that this is the only repeat item that I received besides the brushes, but you can never have really too many brushes to use. So everything else for me is new, which is great. That was like absolutely wonderful. So I'm really excited to use them. So I will see you guys at a later time. Hey guys, so this is a few days later and finally getting around to being able to film what I got in my mystery makeup bag from Laura Lee. I'm really, really excited for this. I haven't put any makeup on yet because we're gonna try out the sponge for like the foundation and all. And I almost used this earlier this week. I was so tempted, but I was like, no, just use another one of your sponges because I wanted to have my first impression of her makeup sponge filmed for this video. So let's go ahead and just hop right in it. Ooh, words, wow, tongue twisters. Love this every time. Let's go ahead and just get started. I've already prepped my skin, all that jazz. We're good to go. And actually I'm gonna pull my hair back too because it's frizzy, it's everywhere. It's just is what it is at the moment. Put her on up in a nice floofy bun. And again, I've already prepped my face. I just did a little bit of moisturizer and some SPF, literally just applied it. So I'm skipping the whole primer situation. So I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 430. Figuring out how I want to do this. I usually apply, I guess I'll do it how I normally would apply my foundation with a sponge, and I just like to put the product right on the sponge itself. I don't know why I was so nervous for this because it's so beautiful. And now I'm messing it up with foundation. I just did a half pump of foundation, and I'll just start by dotting that around. This shade might be a little dark for me. That's okay, we'll make it work. We're gonna make it work. I love this foundation. It's a little bit more full coverage than what I typically go for, but for the look I have in mind today, I kind of wanted a more full coverage foundation. I'm really loving the application of my foundation using the sponge here, the LL sponge, I believe she calls it. This was so fun. You know what this kind of reminded me of, this mystery bag, makeup bag? It kind of reminded me of like getting a little bit of PR. I don't receive any PR, makeup PR, but that's kind of what the vibe I got, just because we, you know, whoever bought the mystery makeup bag got products that had not been released yet with like a little information packet about it and all of that. So it was really cool. I thought that was so fun. I don't know, it made me feel a little special. So, and the mirror too. I got this mirror, which I will be using this as well. I've been using this throughout the week. I like it so far. Obviously, it's a mirror. I mean, so far the sponge is applying beautifully. It's not soaking up a ton of product. It's such a soft sponge, but It's dense. It's denser than like my e.l.f. sponge. It's a lot denser than this, and I think that kind of helps it to not soak up as much product, so which is really cool. I believe this sponge is retailing for $13, or is that the mirror? Let me check. She put the prices up when the Laura Lee Los Angeles Instagram. Okay, so far, I really love the application. Flawless and beautiful. It did a really nice job of blending it out. Again, not soaking up too much product. The sponge is super soft. Perfect size too. I really like the size of the sponge. It's not too big where I was able to really get under the eye here and, you know, in the nose. So I really like the size of the sponge. I'm gonna tell you here in a second how much the sponge is. $12. The sponge is $12. And I don't know if I went over that in the video, the first part of this video that I recorded a few days ago. The mirror is $13. Go ahead into concealer, which I'm gonna use my good old e.l.f. the camo concealer in the satin finish. I think I'm gonna use like the more pointier side here to the sponge for my concealer to really get under the eye. Yeah, that's super nice. I love the precision of the shape of this sponge, and it just like literally blends out effortlessly. It's literally blending out my concealer so nice and easy, and I can get up into that corner there. I almost feel like I applied too much concealer now because the sponge doesn't really soak up too much product, so I feel like I have a lot of concealer, and honestly I applied the same amount that I normally would apply. So that's definitely something to note. I think with this sponge, you don't have to use as much product, which is nice. And it does such a nice job of blending it out, like so easy, effortlessly blending. We're here for that. We are here for that. I don't have cream contour or anything, but I will go ahead and use the flat side here to kind of bake under my eyes. So I'm just going in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and I'm just going to put that powder right under my eyes. We're gonna bake her one up today. I like to go down my smile lines, and we'll put a little bit over that blemish. I'm gonna grab my powder brush from her, the L12, and I'm gonna set my T-zone on my forehead. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply bronzer, and I'll be right back. All right, so still baking. I have my bronzer applied. I'm just using the sponge again to kind of blend out the edges of the bronzer. And I wanted to show you guys this part. We're gonna take that extra step and we're gonna chisel out the cheekbones using that photo focus. And again, using that real nice pointy edge of this, I'm gonna take it down the side, right, just like that. This will help to kind of clean up that bronzer a little bit and brighten. And we'll let that set. I'm gonna go ahead and sweep off using my powder brush. I'm just gonna sweep off any excess powder from where we baked, under the eyes, around the nose, spot on the chin. Make sure that's all gone. We're gonna let that set, and we'll get to that in just a second. All right, so next what we'll use is her Glaze Palette. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this. I swatched it. You guys were, well, you should have just seen it, but I swatched it some. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna use the Glaze Palette. I think I'm gonna go and we're gonna mix. We're gonna mix the two shades. We're gonna mix Glow Gal and Diamond. So that would be these two. Mix those together. Boop, 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 boop. And then high points of the face. So pretty. She makes highlighters that aren't glittery. They're just there to shine. Such a beautiful highlight. And I like the two shades together. Really pretty. I really didn't even use that much. And I feel like you could probably build these up nicely. That is the Glazed palette on my face. It's beautiful. Oh, I forgot to put some down the nose. Let's do the bridge of the nose here. That's so pretty. Love it, would highly recommend getting the Glazed palette. And then let's go ahead and wipe away the rest of this powder from setting. I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush, a clean fluffy brush to do that. You see how that extra step really just chiseled out the cheekbone there, cleaned up the bronzer a little bit, and gives you a nice line. That extra step sometimes is really nice. We got the face products on. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I'm gonna go in with my Milani Luminoso baked powder blush and apply that real quick. Okay, going back. There goes my sponge. Going back in with my sponge, and I'm just going to again blend the corners, blend the highlight into the blush and blend the corners of the blush with the sponge. Next would be our eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead off camera for the eyebrows too. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, time for the fun part. Well, it's all fun, but I'm back and the brows are on my face. So time for the eyes. Get to use the eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna use, I think I know what I wanna do. I have a good idea of what I wanna do. We're gonna use the Boss Babe. We're also gonna dip into a couple of these shades here. So I have a look in mind that I want to try. I'm gonna use this, I don't know what this brush is. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag a long time ago. So I'm actually gonna go into Boss Babe first, and I'm going to use Deadline right there. This is gonna be my transition shade. Oh, holy crap. I am a mess this morning, guys. Let's go ahead and put that down as my transition, so right above the crease. This is a nice transition shade. The look I have in mind, it's gonna be a little different than what I normally do. We're just gonna have fun. Something I don't typically do, so we're just experimenting. I figured why not have a little bit of fun and experiment here. That's what it's all about sometimes. So we got our transition shade down, and I am going to next go into, we're gonna stick with this Boss Babe palette, and I'm gonna grab a smaller blender brush. So I'm gonna use this Morphe brush here, and I'm gonna go into Clocked Out, which is that deep brown shade here. I picked up just a wee little bit because these shades are pretty pigmented. I'm just gonna go ahead and place this down in the corner to deepen up that part. And then once I have that down, most of the product off the brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending a little bit in. We're keeping it lower than the transition shade. It's really pretty. The shades work really well together, blending nicely. I'm gonna grab the brush I used for Deadline and just kind of go back over those two shades, make sure they're nice and blended together. And same thing on the other eye. So once I have that, I'm gonna go ahead now into, I think I'm gonna take On the Grind, because I wanna keep my upper lid pretty neutral. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, actually let's look at the single shadows. Is there any of these that I want to use? No, I think I'm gonna be good with, actually let's see CEO really quick. We're gonna go with On the Grind. On the Grind it is. And we're gonna place that, and we're gonna place that on the lid. Blend it in to that dark brown shade. Here, same thing. This would also just be a really pretty inner corner highlight, but also just a nice all over the lid shade too. Next, I'm gonna go ahead in and start the lower lash line. This is kind of where this look is gonna get fun. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush. Again, it's not, I think I got it in a set. It's not numbered, that's okay. We're gonna go into Deadline, that transition shade, and take this all along the lower lash line from outer corner to inner corner. And I'm gonna blend that down kind of lower and connect the top here. Same thing on the other eye. I'm like switching between these two mirrors, and I need to figure out which mirror I wanna use. The handheld one or the one chilling on my desk. I need to make up my mind. I'm indecisive even when it comes to mirrors, so that's great. So we got the lower lash line nice and blended. We're gonna go ahead into my single shadows from Laura Lee. And I need another brush, and I'm going to use a flatter brush here. We're gonna use L17 from Laura Lee. Los Angeles. I'm gonna go into the Cobalt Cat, it's called. It's this cobalt blue shade right here. Focus, right there, cool. And I'm gonna take this flat brush, okay? I'm gonna go ahead into that. I'm actually going to spray this. Just because it's a shimmer shade and I'm putting it on the lower eye, I want a little more payoff and less fallout as well. So taking that shade, and we're just gonna go and start on the outer. We're gonna keep it as tight as possible, and I already kind of screwed it up. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna actually go in with this mirror because I feel like I can get a little closer here. I'm gonna keep it tight. And this is also going along the whole lower lash. And I'm gonna pull my eye a little bit because I wanna make sure I connect the top and bottom lids together with this shade. So we have a smoky blue lower lash line there. Don't worry, trust the process, we're not done. Keeping it as tight as possible. On the outer edge, I am gonna blend it down a little bit, but as I get into my inner corner, I am keeping it super tight. So that's what we got so far. All right, we're gonna go back into the brush that we used for deadline on the lower lash line, and I'm going to blend a little bit more here, okay? Making sure that blue is blending in nicely. I'm trying to decide if I'm happy there. Do I wanna use another shade for my shadows? I'm making my decision. I think I know what I wanna do. All right, we're gonna continue on with this cobalt shade with like a little kind of wing action on my top lid, just to kind of have that nice cohesive look. I'm literally just extending that lower lash line to my top lash, or gosh, my top lid, and I'm gonna flick it out. Not a lot of fallout with these shades, so that's really awesome. Yeah, that way we have like a nice cohesive look. And let's maybe add a little bit to, we're going crazy here. Keep it nice and tight there. Awesome. So that's what I got for the look here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara, and I'm going to use my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara here. Okay, back, and mascara is applied. I used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise today just because it gives me a nice, lot of volume, a lot of length, and I feel like with this kind of look, you need a little bit more of a dramatic lash. So that is why I did that. I forgot to apply an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I think I'm going to go back into the Glazed palette, and I'll use Diamonds, which is the lightest shade, again in the palette, and we'll apply an inner corner highlight and then brow bone highlight. Next is our lip. Now the shades that I got are, I don't know if it's gonna necessarily go with today's look, but we'll try them anyways. Well, the one. So again, I got the Coral Pop, definitely not gonna go with this look. And then I got the Show Off. This might not be bad. I have used this week because I was very curious. I gotta know myself. I just gotta know myself. And I do like this shade a lot. I'm the worst at applying lipstick, so bear with me here, guys. There is the shade, Topless. A little too deep for this look. I would normally go with like a little bit more of a neutral color. I mean, this is neutral-ish, but it's just a little too deep for this look. I am going to top it down. I wanted to show you guys with out gloss, but I'm gonna go ahead and top it with some gloss once it dries down a little bit more. Dries down a little bit more. And I'm just taking the Super Lustrous The Gloss from Revlon. More of a glossy gal. I think that completes the look. Let's go ahead and spray some of my ColourPop Pretty Fresh I love the stuff that has hyaluronic acid in it, so it keeps you nice and moisturized for the day. But there's our final look using the products that I received in the mystery bag from Laura Lee Los Angeles. What do you guys think? How do you guys like this look? It's a little different from what I typically do. It's a little bit more bold, not something you would do every day, but I think I really am happy with how it turned out. It was fun. It was fun to do. So just trying to give you guys a little look. Let's go ahead and pull down my hair, my crazy hair. Oh yeah, that did it. That did the trick. Oh wow, my hair is just like, we're not gonna talk about it right now. We're not gonna talk about my hair. It's just not a good day. But yeah, so that's that, guys. That is my mystery makeup bag from Laura Lee Los Angeles. As always, love her products. I think you all know that if you've been watching my videos. So I was really, really excited to get this mystery bag and see what was in it and get some new products, that especially products that I have been wanting to try for a while. Like the highlighter palette is one that I have been dying to use, and her liquid lipsticks. There's a shade that I've been wanting, I think it's called Jaybird, so I was really hoping to get that shade, didn't get it, but I do like this topless shade, I really do. Shadows performed great, just like all the rest of her shadows do, because I feel like I have almost all of her eyeshadows now. I just have a few single shadows that are missing, so maybe I will complete my single shadow palette here with the rest of her shades one day. Boss Babe, beautiful. I mean, it's great for every day, right? Great for every day. As always, I just really think everything applied beautifully, flawlessly, and the sponge was great. I think it applied my makeup just really smooth. I feel like my skin looks pretty good right now. I'm feeling like it looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't have really anything bad to say about any of this. I'm really, really excited to continue using these products, and I think the highlighter palette, if I had to pick what was my favorite thing I received, I think it was the highlighter palette. I don't know, highlighter palette and the sponge are my favorite things that I did receive from my mystery makeup bag. But that was a lot of fun to film, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in to yet another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.